Welcome back to RLCS Overtime. Ladies and gentlemen, got done talking to Neil Skook. Always good to hear from the players here. And now we want to talk about the regional championships. They're coming up this weekend. It's the biggest one we've had yet. I can't wait to see. We've got one team who is the three-time reigning North American regional champion here to defend their title again. Can they do it again? We'll find out. Let's take a look at the bracket. Where does it look? What does it look like right now? Where is everybody sitting after the league play? NRG, the team I was talking about now, three-time North American champion. They have to win a round one matchup, and then they'll get to play against Cloud9 to try and get into the finals. So it's all a single elim bracket here.
Yeah, and you said, how are they sitting? Well, Cloud9 and G2, they are sitting pretty. Going to be already qualified for the semifinals and to the LAN, whilst NRG, Rogue, Ghost, and FlyQuest, well, they're sitting on a bed of nails.
Two of those
mistakes.
Teams, yeah, two of those teams get to go to the finals. Two of those teams will have to watch from home.
Yeah, definitely very highly contested matches, especially that Energy Rogue match. That's the one I'm eyeing up, at least on the North American side, to be a real exciting match.
Yep, for sure. And you might wonder, why do we have these buttons out here? Well, we're going to talk mostly about those round one matchups, because those are the matches we know are going to happen here. And you've seen us play like this, like you've seen us play the buttons games before, where we press the buttons and they make noises like that, you see? Here, so we got each round. We're going to go round by round. You talked about Energy Rogues, the one you wanted to talk about first. We're just going to put up a graphic, and we're going to press the buttons on which team we think it'll be. Okay, so NRG versus Rogue. Orange is NRG, blue is Rogue. Okay, you ready? Orange NRG, blue Rogue. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, so we all completely agree here. Quinn, I want to go to you on this one, though.
Were there any surprises? Really, NRG, such a consistent team. I think Rogue does have the chance to take this to, like, you know, the last of the games, make it a really close series. But NRG is just too consistent over such a long time. These guys have a great understanding with each other. I just don't see them dropping out series, especially in tournaments where NRG seems to excel.
I have a love-hate relationship right now with Rogue. And it's a case of I like every player on that team. I think that they've got the potential to go really far, but the system they have in place just doesn't work. They've had Insolence's back. He's been that player at the back. He saves the ball. He then moves down the field, sets up teammates. And even with Matt and Sizz at points, went into week 4 with 41% shooting percentage each. That is ludicrous. That was number 1 and 2. They were still really low on the shooting side and the attacking side of the league. They can't make enough opportunities with Insolence's back, but they don't have enough time to change at this point. Now, so it's too much.
To play devil's advocate here, does the fact that NRG seems to be in like the worst place on just overall team morale that I've like ever seen them at? They all seem to kind of like be frustrated with how they're playing right now. Does that factor in at all? Do you think that in any way gives Rogue a chance here?
Yes, it obviously does. I mean, they can take the first 2, and these are best of 7s, aren't they? So every single match, it can go far. But they need to pick up those first 2 wins if you want to even have that come in and be a factor. Because if NRG take the first 2 and they just go, right, well, we're comfortable, that's going to be it.
Absolutely. Well, you know, we all agreed on this one here. So moving on to the next match, the other match in that first round here in North America, Ghosts versus FlyQuest. Again, Ghosts in the orange, FlyQuest in the blue. Guys ready?
There's a prize on this one.
1, 2, 3, go. Okay, cool. So you guys think
there's a surprise on this one.
Let's go here. Let's go here. I'm just going to go with this, that FlyQuest has one player named Sad Jr. who's been at LAN every single season, and I don't have any reason to think it's not going to happen this season. Also, you heard Kernovi on his interview thinking that if there's any team who could take it away from NRG, he's putting his money on FlyQuest on this one. I'm going with Crow. I'm going with Sad Jr. I think FlyQuest can take Ghost on it.
Wait. There's a first for everything.
There is a no. Okay. Okay. So tell me why.
This is going to be the first time Sad Jr. doesn't make it to LAN. I think that FlyQuest is a great team. I think that the momentum that Ghost is carrying in right now is greater than anything FlyQuest have. I think FlyQuest has shown a lot of inconsistency as well.
What momentum? They just lost 5 games to G2.
I still think they're very happy about the position. Losing their games to G2, I don't think they were taking it that seriously. Sure, they may not be.
They had won that. They'd be in the top 2 right now.
Wavepunk is using G2 as the difference maker between these. He's going, right, this team lost and this team won. Therefore, this team must be the winning one.
I don't think that losing to G2 really affected Ghost nearly that much. Classics pretty much doesn't consider any match against G2 as like serious matches. Like, you heard him here on Overtime. He's just savage. Like, it's not even like I don't even have to practice for it. But I really think that Ghost is just a strong team all the way around. We see Corrupted G so good on FlyQuest, but sometimes the rest of his team just doesn't come together and like they don't link up properly. The synergy is just not there.
I got you. Okay, cool. Well, let's look at the North American. Who do we think is going to? We're not going to use the buttons for this part. I just want to know who we think is going to be the North American champion here. And just because we said there's a first time for everything, I don't think this is the first time NRG loses. Got NRG going all the way a 4th season in a row just because that would be really fun. What about you, Shogun?
You're going to be Jacob's friend more than I was last season at this rate. I'm going Cloud9. There is a time for something new. It is our new overlords. Well, you guys can bow down to him. I'm European. I don't have to.
You're already short enough.
Cloud9.
Got him. What do you have?
Cloud9.
11.
We agreed on every single prediction, at least as far as NA goes.
It's honestly
true
possible.
analysis.
It's honestly possible that they've just you know who cheated off of who's the real question here. Now let's move over to North America, or move over to North America. Man, sometimes I'm great at transitions. You know, let's move over to Europe. Let's talk about Europe rather. Stop mimicking me. I'm trying to do my job here. Excel and Mocket are gonna be that first round there. Then we have Gale Force versus Flipside. PSG and Method in the top 2. They'll get into the semifinals. They'll be able to go to LAN. Of those first 4 teams, 2 of them will be knocked out.
Wow, you look at the bottom side of that bracket and you just go, oh, that's not very nice at all. In fact, both sides, Mocket and Excel, very close together, but there's no match there, as it has been all season for Europe. There is no match there that's a freebie. I think it's going to be a lot more spread out. I think me and Quinn might finally get to disagree.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
You might. Let's find out. Let's get into it. Mocket versus Excel, which this one I think is definitely the most difficult to understand because we just saw these 2 teams go 5 games just this past weekend. So we're going to put Mocket on orange because they're orange and Excel on blue because they're the less orange, I guess. They're both orange teams. Mocket orange, Excel blue. Ready, set, go. Okay. Never mind.
All right, it's not happening yet, Quinn.
It's not going to be a very fun segment if we're just going to agree on everything.
We'll find something, I swear. We will find something to disagree on. I will ensure of it.
So here's the thing. Mocket got that victory with Pashi playing like a bat out of hell, just playing so strong. And we heard in Neil Skoke's interview, he thinks they've got it because he's like, Mocket won't be able to do it again. Pashi won't have another week. Do you think Pashi's just going to keep the streak going?
My actual reasoning for this is something completely different. It's the fact that Excel, yes, they had a much better season than last season, yet they have not beat any of the teams above them. So yes, they beat Flipside. That's the only squad out of every other team that they've got in this tournament they've taken wins again. And Mocket flattened them.
Okay, so we all agreed on this one. Let's just move on to the next one. Where's the disagreement on this segment? We don't know. Gale Force versus Flipside, okay?
Right,
we need someone that's got less good opinions.
This is difficult.
I promise you we're disagreeing.
Gale Force on the orange, Flipside on the blue. Ready, set, go. Okay, we see Quinn.
Finally!
Going for his Cookster boy here. Talk to us about Flipside, my friend.
Not a Cooks fanboy, the Cookster fan, okay?
Boy.
Fanboy, okay, I'll take it.
There we are.
But no, I think that Flipside does have a chance to upset this. I think that the temptation for LAN, every time you add consequences to a match, Flipside comes out playing differently. And I think the biggest difference, the only reason I would choose Flipside is because Flipside and Gale Force have played each other so many times in the offseason. And Flipside tends to do better against teams that they've played multiple times. So I would expect they did great in the offseason against Gale Force. I could see them continuing that momentum into a qualification for LAN.
You heard it here from Quinn. He thinks the Flipside's got a chance, folks. Tell us in the chat if you think he's wrong or if he's right here. Let's predict who we think's going to be the European regional champion, okay? I'm just going to put it out there. I've been their fan since the very beginning. I'm going with PSG on this one. I think PSG has it here in their first inaugural season.
I think it's going to be the first one we've all got someone different then, as long as he's not on PSG, because I'm going to go with Gale Force.
Gale Force?
Oh, wow.
Who do you have?
That really surprised me, because usually I'm the Gale Force fan and you're the Method fan, but I have Method.
Ooh. Oh, okay. I'm not going to lie. I thought you were going to go with Method on that one, too. Gale Force, really?
Yeah, Gale Force, I think those 2 losses are going to put a real big fire under that team. They realize they can't take this lightly. They've been looking so much better since those 2 losses, and I think they're going to be much more ready. And I think their playstyle in general is just a lot more suited because they can keep up with Method in terms of the speed. They might as I actually genuinely believe they've got the better individual players compared to PSG. You put them in any of those matchups, I think Gale Force comes out this time.
We'll see if Gale Force can do it. But ladies and gentlemen, at the top of the broadcast here, we teased that we had an announcement. And here it is, finally the one you've all been waiting for. The RLCS Season 4 World Championships will be held at the MGM National Harbor in Washington, D.C. Guys, you can stop asking me in my chat if I know where LAN is. I know where LAN is. You know where LAN is too now. You know, it's great.
And all the viewers, finally, everybody complaining about no East Coast LAN. It's here.
Here's the East Coast.
It's in D.C. It's going to be great.
It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. But like words can't explain how awesome this place is. Take a look at some of this footage, guys. It's been a great week. We'll see you next week on Overtime.